I just realized this week when you kind of just, and it came from my job or the workplace.
When you just kind of who?
When you just know that something has just ran its course.
Mm.
Like, bro, I'm so over this. I'm done with it. It's just, I'm done. I can't do this no more.
Sometimes though, I'm always
Okay, Mikey's little sister.
the controversial one. Sometimes I think we think that things have run its course just because we don't like how things are running.
That's possible too.
Yeah, that is possible.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes things is running its course
I do think
because of how it's running.
That is true. Well, no.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, both could. No, and
If
yeah.
the other person don't want, if the other, well, yeah, like yes, we would go too deep to get elaborate.
Well, this is how I know. Well, some ways you can tell. Then we'll go to the topic.
I would like to talk about control, actually.
Okay, sure. But this is how you can tell
Control.
that when you're not, for you personally, and it could be a relationship or working, it could be whatever it is. When you just know I'm over this.
Mm-hmm.
When your performance has shrunk to a level where as though you just don't, I don't even care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not showing up for myself in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Not even for the other person or the environment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bringing my. This is what. Oh, thank you. This is what God told me.
Mm.
He said, "You don't have to do the most. Just do the max."
Mm-hmm.
And the max is doing whatever you're best at.
Mm-hmm.
And when I realized I stopped doing my max, it's like this is running this course.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree with you, my love.
That's okay. Fine. I'm just telling you what God.
What is the max versus the most?
He said, how you gonna disagree
Well,
with
doing
God?
the most is
But God,
it's just like doing more than what's required. That's doing the most.
So don't do the most, do the max.
Right.
Your
Your
max.
max. Your max.
Uh-huh.
Whatever your max is.
Uh-huh.
yeah, well, I can understand that too because at my job I was like, just really just because I know I can do so much more than what I can do, and I'm doing the most. But then I don't have to do that.
But I think doing the most is a testament to doing work for God.
Yeah,
Right.
No, but in mixy terms,
Mixie?
yes, doing the most is just like you're doing too much. You ain't got to do all this. This is not required of you. You're
Okay.
doing the most right now.
Mm-hmm.
Relax.
that's something different. I
Well,
understand what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like
What were you doing that was so mosty?
at work,
Yeah.
just going above and beyond.
But I don't think that's
No.
Go ahead.
Stop telling me what God told me.
No,
Okay.
okay.
You ain't gotta. You just doing too much. To where it's having a
Yeah, the effect on your body.
effect on me, my body.
Wear
You're
and
doing
tear.
too much.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the
You're
wear
doing
and
too
tear.
much. You're doing way too much.
Right. I got
You don't have to stack. You don't have to do your one job, two people's job, and you're one person.
Exactly.
That's. But and see, and that's how the world has made it now. They had made it so that a 2 or 3 person job is now a 1 person job, and you getting there and you're working and you're working and you're working on slaving to keep up with the numbers or to keep up with this when it's actually cut out for more than one person.
Mhm.
Right. So yeah, I understand that part.
You still disagree, or do you understand that?
About what? Doing the max versus the most?
Doing your max, not the max, your max.
I think our
Just
max
doing
is
your
not.
max.
This is why I say I disagree. I understand what you're saying, but I feel like I disagree because our max is never enough.
So
I feel like we need to like my max. So if I just use that little example with the thing, I knew that I was quitting. I was at my max. I had to push myself to do the most to be able to actually serve them. My max was like, what did I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So back, I hear what you're saying. As far as the serving and doing, right? Because
I'm
you're
just using it as an example. Yeah, uh-huh.
well, with you in the job, is there a standard? Like you got to do 30.
And that was my next point. Is that when you do the difference between doing the most and your max, and when you do the most, your max suffers. So you're trying to be so efficient that
you lose
that you will become
efficiency.
inefficient in other areas, no matter how great or small they are. So for example, I was at the gym one day with my girlfriend at the time,
Can I see your girlfriend?
I was trying to lose weight so much
Okay,
that I was doing the most.
Okay.
I had on a sauna suit, I had on a
Your
hoodie,
boyfriend.
I had on a hoodie, I had on a hat, I had on all this gear.
At the gym?
At the gym.
You were desperate.
I had
You
on
weren't
all
in rags? You look like that.
I had on all this gear.
It ain't losing no weight.
Doing the most. I was doing the most.
Uh-huh.
Like in that moment, I was 10 minutes in. I'm dying. I can't even do my max. You know what I'm saying?
You sweating bullets, boy.
I'm serious.
That sweatsuit choking you
And she
down.
looking at me like, why you have all that on? Like you're doing too much.
He's trying to